Logan Magnolia's Maya Moss finishes second here today at the Western Iowa Conference meet. Her team wins the title. Maya, pretty good day for you. Really good day for your team.
Yeah.
What are the thoughts and takeaways from today?
It's a good race for us. We always just try to do our best and work as hard as we can every race, every opportunity we get. So today was another one of those days, I think.
This is, I think, like 6 consecutive conference titles for this program. Year in and year out, is that just an expectation? Is that something you guys even talk about? Or is it just, okay, we're going to show up, we're going to run this race, and we expect to win?
Well, we never expect to win, but we know, we have a good chance, but we know we still have to work for it. There's always people coming for us and getting better, so we constantly have to improve ourselves as well. We never take it easy on ourselves. We're constantly improving and doing everything we can to make ourselves or the team better.
How much does this team push itself, with the talented runner you guys have in the lineup?
We're constantly just pushing ourselves every day in practice, pushing each other, just doing what we can.
Talk about your race today. What do you feel you did well?
I feel like I did pretty well in the hills. This course has a lot of them, so just pushing it up, pushing my knees up the hills, striding out. Yeah.
How do you try to build off this?
Well, we have a big week coming up with Mo Valley on Saturday and then districts on Thursday, so hopefully just keep the good running going.
Logan Magnolia, freshman Allison Johnson is the Western Iowa Conference champion. Allison, your first high school meet at the WIC level, and it's a championship for you. What does that mean? How does that feel?
It makes me feel good, and I'm happy for my team, and to know that we hope we make it to state and that we're ranked first and that we just keep pushing.
I know you had been the conference champion at the junior high level, so coming in this year, was this the expectation?
It was a really big step up from 2 miles to 3 miles, even though it doesn't seem like a lot. I just ran all summer long and got in shape for 3 miles, and because it's a whole different pace. And yeah.
A lot of really good runners in this conference. So to win this race as a freshman, how does that feel? What does that mean to the work you've put in?
It means that hard work pays off, and if you put in the work, there's going to be an outcome, and it makes me feel pretty good, and to know that I basically deserved it because I put in the work all summer.
Talk about your race today. What do you feel you did well that led to the result you produced?
I did really well on the hills. I pushed on the hills, and I helped pace myself pretty good.
This is, of course, in talking to some of the other runners, it can be kind of treacherous at times. How did you try to attack it?
I tried to drive up the hills really, really fast and drive my knees, and then when I got down the hills, lean as far forward as I can and just stride out.
Dominant performance for the team as well. Being new to this team, what has this year been like?
It's been a pretty big step, but last year I didn't really have a full team, but this year we've done pretty good so far as a team, and it feels pretty good to actually have a team that we've gotten first at basically all of our meets so far, and compared to junior high, it's a pretty big step.
Looking ahead, we're gonna have state qualifying in 9 days. What are you trying to do between now and then to put yourself in a good spot?
Just keep eating good and keep getting rest and keep healthy, basically.
Riverside's Mason McCready takes second at the WIC meet here today. Mason, just first off, runner-up finish. What are your thoughts? What are your takeaways from today's performance?
It was a tough race. It was pretty hilly, and the wind you ate the wind the whole race pretty much. And you just got to push through those hills and know that you're doing this for your team. We came in here trying to get as many team points as possible, not worry about our splits, but just place as high as possible.
Dive more into this course and the challenges that it presents.
Well, to start off, it's flat, and then you just go straight up a hill, and you're eating the wind up that hill, and then the whole race constantly, you're just going up and down, and it can get to some people. You just got to push through.
Where do you feel your success came today?
My success was probably getting out early and staying in the race early and compete. And the finish is also most important because I passed a dude for the second place spot.
Yeah, you had a strong kick there towards the end. I know we're kind of in a wait and see right now, but that point could loom very large. I guess just, take us through the finish from your perspective.
Well, at the top of the giant hill, trainer dude kicked it in, and he put about a 20-meter gap on me, but I stayed true, and luckily he didn't have as much left in as me towards the finish line.
A meet like this with the postseason looming in a week or so, what does this do to prepare you for that?
This race was just go out and compete, so my coach knows how hard we can push ourselves so we can have a shot at going to state as a team this year.
KMA Manning's Caden Keller is the Western Iowa Conference champion here this year. And Caden, runner-up last year, finished one better this year. What are the thoughts? How's it feel, man?
It's a great feeling, but I hate the course.
Yeah, I guess talk about the course. Obviously, it looks like one that wasn't very fun, but you were able to attack it well.
It's very hilly in the back half of the course, and the flats are just not my thing either, so it was a tough course.
What do you feel you did well throughout the race that led to your strong performance?
I think my downhills and some of my uphills were okay.
What does a performance like this say about the work you've put in and the progression you've made from the start of the year to where we are now?
At the start of the year, I was in the hospital 4 days before my first race, and then now I'm back and feeling good, so it's a wonderful time.
Yeah, what does it mean for you to go from, dealing with the stuff early on to now, running it at the best you have this year? Well, what does that mean? How gratifying is that?
It's great because if I wasn't running like this, I don't think I would have a chance of going to state. And last year I made it to state, but didn't perform well because I was sick too. So it was fun.
How do you try to build off this going forward?
I hope that this meet is worse than the state qualifying meet so that I have a really good time going into state, and then hopefully I make it to state.
All right, Coach, I think this is something like 27 in a row or whatever. I'm sure it at least feels that way, but another conference title, just what are the thoughts on being able to do it this year?
They're just an awesome group, and they work really hard. They know that they need to keep working. We've got lots of really tough teams around here that give us a lot of good competition. So, it's just awesome that they're able to do it again. I think it's 6 in a row this year. So.
Yeah, is this something every year that is an expectation, or is it just kind of like an unspoken goal?
It's just that is always a goal. A goal to win conference, make it to state. Obviously, we'd like to win state. Those are all just goals that we've had the last several years. So,
Allison Johnson's first, high school WIC was phenomenal. What'd you see from her that you liked?
She's just been getting stronger and stronger every race, pushing herself, trying to stay up with Maddie. I've just been really impressed with her, her grit that she has. I love seeing her push and improve, so she's been doing really good.
And the rest of the lineup, of course, you don't win a team title without everybody doing their part. What else stood out to you?
They all, I know as a coach, they're just all awesome. But Maya has been improving so much. She's had an awesome year with her, second place finish. Hayden does awesome. Obviously, Madison, she does a wonderful job and they're all such hard workers. Graylin, Jada, they just keep improving every year, every race. They all work together and push each other in practice. And even my other ones, Cora and Kira, they all just work so hard, and I love that they are able to push each other.
1A number 1 with postseason coming up next week. How are you guys feeling right now? Do you feel like you're running some of your best?
Yeah, we've had different illnesses and injuries and things going, but they all are running so well. They look really good. I feel like they've got a lot of confidence, going into it. But they also know that they can't be complacent, and they all work so hard. I think they're ready.
All right, Coach, conference champions in a really, really good conference for cross country. What does that mean? What does it say about the team this year?
I was really pleased with the team's performance today. I thought the boys and the girls both competed hard. We fell where I thought we should fall. I knew the boys had a real good chance of winning the meet, and I told them that. And the girls, Loma's a good team, but I was pleased with how they did as well as a team. So really pleased with both squads. It's been a good season. Now we're just trying to focus on ending the year in a good way.
I'm sure most teams, at least when they start the year, one of the goals is to win the conference. To be able to do that, what does that say about the progression that they have to put in throughout the year?
They've worked hard all season. I will say this group's been a hard-working group. We've had a lot of success. We've continued getting better, and we want to keep getting better and peak at the right time. So, winning conference is kind of special, and the boys are going to be really proud of it, and I know the girls are happy with how they did as well. So it's been a good season, and now we just need to finish strong.
Big day from Caden. What'd you like from him?
He's been running great the whole year. He's been breaking virtually all the course records we have for ICAM manning on each course that we run. He's been starting aggressive and then also pushing the middle of the race well as well. And he has a pretty strong kick. So overall, he's just a real solid runner from start to finish.
And of course, big points from the rest of the lineup as well. Top to bottom, what'd you like?
I thought our pack did okay today. I would like to see us be a little closer together, but I was pleased with how our pack is better this year than was last year. Last year, our pack kind of fell apart. This year, it's been more solid and closer together. So that's helped our team score.
What do you hope a performance like this does, for confidence going into next week when obviously it's really going to matter with state qualifying?
Obviously our goal is to make it to state for both teams. That's our ultimate goal. So it gives us a little bit of confidence going into next week. I just hope that our pack can keep moving up with both squads.